Welcome everyone to video 20 of Exposing the Beast System. What I would like for you to do is put on the armor of God, put on the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the sword of the Spirit, the belt of truth, and the shield of faith. Have faith that the Almighty Creator is looking out for you, even in this satanic world. Even in this satanic world, we're blessed. Okay, so video 20 is going to be a little recap of what we've looked at and observed and talked about and whatnot up till now. Okay, up till now, we know that there's a system that's been running for a long time, the beast system. And we know that it attacks us before we're ever born and basically keeps attacking us our whole life until after we're gone. Okay, so we are hit with chemicals in utero. When mama takes the prenatal vitamins, all of the food that mama eats, everything that's taken into her body, we're hit with these chemicals. The human body does not react well to chemicals, especially chemicals that, are neurotoxins, things that we're really not supposed to have, we're not supposed to come into contact with, which is what is, basically Monsanto puts in all of their products, Dow Johnson puts in all of their products. Monsanto is not the only one out there. They're just the biggest one that everybody points their finger at. Okay. So, we get hit with the prenatals, and then after we're born, the formula and all of that. And apple juice. If you don't know, people, the apple is not a fruit of this world, okay? And when I say that, I mean it's a fruit that was genetically created. They created the apple. That's why they make such a big deal about the apple. That's why the phone that I am recording this on is called the Apple 6S. Go figure. What a number, huh? Yeah, well, they're going to pay a price for that one day. The reason that I know that the apple is the devil's fruit is because of the stem. I'm a very strong guy. I'm pretty strong, okay? I can barely pull the stem out of an apple, where the stem of any other fruit is easily removed or just stays on the plant itself when the fruit is removed. An apple is totally different, and that's something you might want to consider. The things that I offer on my videos are from my perspective and based on my experiences. Your experiences may be different, but I'm just presenting information to you. I'm not trying to crush anyone's paradigm. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, but the truth must be told. And, it is what it is. I've seen what I've seen. Okay, so school. We're going to go back to school and writing a letter to Santa, to Satan. Okay, Satan. That's who you're writing a letter to when you're writing a letter to Santa. People have this conception that Satan's going to come to you as this character with a pitchfork and horns on his head and a pointy tail and all that. But let me assure you, people, okay? Let me assure you that the devil is going to come to you dressed as everything that you've ever wanted in this world, okay? Everything that you've ever wanted. I know. How do I know? Because I've seen the devil, okay? I've seen the devil. I've been in contact with the devil. And, I was awakened to that fact. And that's why I'm making these videos. Okay, writing a letter to Santa Claus. We have a hard time with this because our parents tell us to do this. Our parents tell us. They tell us to write this letter to Santa Claus. And, they were tricked. They were tricked. But let me tell you, deep down, what that does is that teaches us not to trust our parents, okay? That's what it does. It teaches us not to trust our parents. Why? Because our parents are telling us when we're a little baby, when we're children, when we're tiny and impressionable, that, we can write this letter and all these magical gifts appear under this pyramid, with a star representing a fallen angel on top of it on December 25th. And then they call that birthday the Son of God. Oh, yeah, it's such a sick world we live in. You know, the mockery is just absurd once that you're tuned into it. The problem is that most people don't have eyes to see it. And if they do see it, if they actually see it, it scares them and they run. They go back into their cognitive dissonance and their, refusal to admit that they could possibly have been tricked. Nobody likes to think that they've been tricked, folks. Nobody. Nobody likes to think that they've been tricked on any level, okay? On any level. I don't like to think that I've been tricked about anything. But at this point in my life, I understand that I have been tricked about everything, okay? Everything up to this point. And that's okay, because now I have the eye of discernment, and it's a little bit easier for me to gauge the trickery and judge the trickery and see exactly what's going on. Okay. One thing that I have never asked my children to do, and never would, is to write a letter to Santa Claus. Don't do it. Don't do it, folks. Don't do it. There's nothing to be gained by it, okay? Nothing to be gained. Okay, we need to forget everything that we have ever learned in this world and start fresh. That's the best way, is just to forget everything. Not to hold on to any of the old ideas or the old paradigms that we've been dipped in our whole lives. Because it's all nonsense. It's all bullshit. Demole International and the Rainbow Girls. When we're young, that's where they join. That's where they get in at. Once they're in that little secret society there, it's easy for them to join other secret societies. When we're young and impressionable and at a young age, we are taught spell casting. We're taught about the ball earth and space, which is all fake. It's all fake. We live under a dome. The Truman Show is just more mockery to our face of the realm that we actually occupy. I've never even watched the Truman Show. Never even seen 2 minutes of it. But I've heard about it. I don't watch TV. I don't watch anything on TV. That's why I'm not as programmed as most people. Okay, yeah, the spell casting, the religion, the ball earth, evolution, evolution. Did you come from monkeys or were you created? That's what I ask most people. And most people actually answer that they don't believe that we came from monkeys. They actually do. But that's where everything ends. That's where they can't conceive that anything else could be a lie. They just can't conceive it. Yeah. Blinded by science. We've been blinded by science. When everything that science has ever presented to us is nothing more than science fiction. It's made up shit. Everything that they've ever given us in a book, in a movie, on the news, whatever. It's all lies. Every bit of it. Every bit. You just have to let go of that stuff. You have to forget everything that you have ever learned in this world and start fresh. Yeah, when they were teaching us the Pythagorean theorem, they should have been teaching us Pythagorean numerology. Because Pythagorean numerology, that and a few other types of numerology, Kabbalistic, all that nonsense, that's what runs this satanic world. When it comes to numbers are only a representation of a measure to me, okay? Those numbers that they throw up and all that shit, that means nothing to me. The numbers, 3, 6, 9, all that, and all their little unlucky numbers and whatnot, those numbers mean nothing to me. They're only what they give us as a measure. Like when I use the number 7, it's simply a measure between the number 6 and the number 8. That's all. That's all that satanic symbol means to me, because I know what it is. It represents the snake. The number 7 represents the snake, in case you didn't know. Graduation. Yeah, and then you get through high school and you walk across that graduating stage with that mortarboard on your head, the Freemason mortarboard. It's by design, folks. It's by design. You're going through a satanic ritual. I never went through that ritual. Sororities and fraternities. This is where they get a lot of our youth. This is where they get a lot of our impressionable youth. We need to keep our children away from any type of sorority or fraternity organizations. You must keep your children away from these these people, because these are the people that indoctrinate our children into secret societies. It's through the sororities and fraternities. They get these young, impressionable, well-heeled, hungry for a bright future kids that see successful people who don't hide the Masonic symbols, because the Masonic symbols are around you all the time. We've just been desensitized to them. We've been desensitized to all of these symbols. They're around us. I can identify the people around me, whether they're of, you know, Masonic origin, because that's basically what it is. I mean, these people choose to live a totally different life than we do. They just are very good at pretending to live a normal life. Okay? Very good actors. Liars. Liars are what they are. Okay? Yeah, they don't hide the Masonic symbols, you know, but if you know what to look for, you can identify these people. The problem is that most people don't. Most people just turn a blind eye to all of it. They don't care. They have to worry about all the payments that they have to make this month. And, you know, I understand that. You know, everybody has a rent payment or a mortgage payment that they have to make. You know, everybody has a car payment they have to make. Everybody has a tax payment they have to make. Everybody has an insurance payment they have to make. Everybody has an internet payment that they have to make. Everybody has a phone payment that they have to make. And then on top of all of that, and paying your water bill, what they're poisoning you through. Yeah, because when they tell you that it's something in the water, they're just mocking you. They're mocking you because it is something in the water. It's neurotoxins, it's fentanyl, it's all kinds of nasty substances, probably that we don't even have any idea of that even exist. Yeah, and on top of all of that stuff that you have to make payments on your entire life, you have to buy food. You have to buy food. That's a big expense for me, buying food. Food's expensive. It's like doubled in price in the last 5 years. Food has went up. I mean, not vegetables, because they push that on us really, really cheap because they grow it in the chemicals. Yeah. Okay. I can't stress enough that you need to incorporate distilled structured water into your life. I cannot stress this enough. It is a very important deal. Distilled structured water. Buy a water distiller and distill your own water. Don't buy distilled water in a jug from somewhere. It's no better than the shit you're drinking out of a tap. It just won't show up a bunch of molecules on a dissolved solids meter. It has dissolved solubles in it, folks. It doesn't show up on a meter. No meter that you can get. Okay, no meter that you can get. They've got it figured out, folks. They've got us trapped. But we can use things to battle against them. Just like this internet, just like this cell phone, just like this beast system, like the laptop I'm going to download this video onto and then post it onto the beast system's web. Yeah, that's what I'm doing to fight against it. But the distilled structured water is very important. Okay, and the reason that you need to structure your water is because it provides for better cell absorption. It breaks the water molecules up to be better well absorbed into the cells of your body. And there's protection there. There's protection. Yeah, when they say there's something in the water, they're mocking you to your face. They're mocking you to your face. You know, these secret societies are something else. You know, there's so many secret societies around. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. You know. And they run the world. The secret societies run the world. Every different country has a different secret society. All of those stars on the flags that these countries fly, and it's amazing how so many of them are the same colors, red, white, and blue. And all the stars, the pentagrams, okay? Because anybody that doesn't understand that everything in this world has two meanings or more is just blind. Everything in this world has a meaning to the regular people that are just trying to make it in this world, and then it has a meaning to the devil people. And that's just the way it is. It has a meaning to the devil. Just like the Baphomet sign, just like the OK 666 sign, just like all of that stuff. All their little hand signs, all their little representations, little swirls and their little one eye symbols and all of that stuff. It all just has different meaning. When most people look at a one eye symbol, they just see like, a round circular something that looks like a football, with a little dot in the middle. But I understand what it means. I understand that they're paying homage to Satan. That's just the way it is. Yeah, secret societies rule the world. And the fact of the matter is that if you're not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. Okay? You are part of the problem. If you're not part of the solution, if you're not out here trying to change paradigms and wake people up, you're part of the problem. I understand that people don't want to wake up. I lose people on a regular basis out of my life because of what I present to them. You know what? It's not up to me. It's not up to me. It's up to them. All I'm presenting them with is the truth from my perspective. Well, this is going to be the end of video 20 for today. I have a busy Friday. So y'all have a blessed week. I'll see you soon.